Coming up on this week's newscast, we're taking a look at the speech team's sectional preparation and spotlighting Bishop Noll's final winter sports as they wrap up on their seasons. All this and more on this week's episode. Get ready because BNN starts now. Hi, I'm Gabriela Gomez. After a 3-year absence, the Bishop Noll's Fish Fry are back. Fish Fry will be held tonight in the cafeteria from 4:30 to 7. The cost is $13 per person, and your choice includes pollock, perch, and shrimp. There is an unlimited salad and dessert bar. Bishop Noll's Spring Dance, the Spring Fling, will be held on March 18th. Student Council is looking for theme ideas for this dance. If you have a few good ideas, please log in to the Student Council Google Classroom and submit them there. The BNI speech team and debate team is looking to bring home another trophy as they head into sectionals this Saturday. Here with a recap of the recent season is Soraya Casanillo.
On February 25th, the Bishop Noll speech team will be heading to Concord to compete in this year's round of sectionals. The speech team has been preparing over the past few months of their season to compete against other schools and do their best. They have worked hard during practices and are excited to compete at sectionals.
One of the things I think I love to see in speech is, and my students will always hear me say it and they probably get annoyed by it, is I always say we just want to be better than we were the last tournament, and our goal is to peak at sectional.
But they are also looking forward for new members to be a part of the speech team next year. It is a safe space for everyone that allows your voice to be heard and talk about topics you are passionate about.
Find something that you're passionate about and know that if you take it to a tournament, you can bring light to a subject and you can really change minds and touch hearts.
It is a great opportunity to create new friendships and step out of your comfort zone. Everyone is always welcome. Don't be afraid to take risks and be a part of the Bishop Noll speech team.
The Theology Department, the Black Student Union, and the Multicultural Club have been collaborating this month on several presentations and activities for Black History Month, kicking off the month with a visit from Deacon Martin Brown, who spoke to students about prominent African Catholics. Here with more on the visit is Emily Gonzalez.
On Wednesday, February 1st, Deacon Martin Brown presented about important Africans that were or are involved in the church. According to Mr. Kevin Driscoll, theology teacher, the goal of this presentation was to give students the idea that the church is one body and many parts.
The goal of the project was obviously to give students the idea that we don't live in any one kind of church. It is not a white church. It's not a Hispanic church. The Catholic faith is many parts, one body.
According to Mr. Driscoll, this project came to be organized by the Administration for Black History Month, and there have been a number of contributions from African Catholics, and Deacon Martin has the knowledge to give the students.
Well, actually, the theology department teachers found out about this just a few days before, so the administration had arranged it, but we were absolutely thrilled to be able to present this to students, just because obviously February is Black History Month, and there have been a number of contributions from African Catholics throughout the world.
Students say they would like this project to continue happening so that new incoming students at BNI could learn more about religion and Black History Month combined.
Yeah, I would like this to happen again because the new incoming students to BNI could learn about Black History Month with our religion combined.
Students from this project a good way to learn about Black History Month and more people involved in the church and new things about each one of them.
Previous questions, I learned about more people involved in the church that I didn't know about, and Black History Month combined and our religion combined was a good way to start off Black History Month.
Student says this was a good way to start off Black History Month by learning about our religion and Black History Month both combined.
In sports news, the boys basketball team is ending their regular season with an away game tonight against the 21st Century Charter School The boys capped off their home games last night with a win against Highland and a loss to EC Central, but they came out victorious on senior night. Here with more on senior night is Heidi Salazar.
The boys basketball team had their senior night on February 14th. This season, the boys have been very successful with 11 wins and hopefully more to come. The seniors helped their teammates improve during the season. They've shown loyalty, leadership, and they've been great role models.
It seems about a lot of leadership to the team, I'd say. For the last 3 years, they've witnessed older players and upperclassmen bring leadership, so they took that role this year with being the older players on the team.
Definitely support and working hard every day, and definitely leadership. Being older and every day in practice, just going hard.
The boys basketball team will have to adapt to 6 seniors leaving, but how do they plan on doing that?
I definitely think it'll be a little bit of a change because we're losing 6 seniors, so we're losing that leadership. But we have 3 juniors that I think are more than capable of stepping up and taking over that responsibility. And then I think it's going to be a lot on the other underclassmen too. But I think we'll be fine.
Playoffs is around the corner, Johnny Alford said. A couple teams in our sectionals have beat us this season, but we're a way better team since, and we're well prepared. In sectionals, we want to make it way past and go all the way and strive for state because we don't want to focus on limiting ourselves and holding ourselves like we did last year.
Well, we're really going to lock in the next 2 weeks, but we have a whole week before sectionals, and I think that week we'll come together and build more chemistry and be ready for sectionals because I think a lot of teams doubt us, but we got it in the bag.
They had a great game against Highland with the score being 60-45. Congratulations to the boys basketball team.
But the basketball team seniors weren't the only ones honored last week. 3 senior cheerleaders also celebrated the end of the cheer season. Here with the story is Lyric Ramos.
This season, there are 3 seniors on the cheer team, Kennedy Lewis, Jasmine Williams, and Genesis Medina, and they have been looking forward to their senior night since the beginning of the season. The team celebrated senior night on February 14th along with the boys basketball team as they took on the Highland Trojans.
Genesis Medina had started out cheering freshman year, and after COVID came back senior year. She has been a great asset to the team. Jasmine Williams has been a cheerleader for 2 years on the Bishop Knowles cheer team and is very excited to end out her senior year as a cheerleader.
Kennedy has been a big part of this cheer team since freshman year, and the cheer team is sad to see her go.
It feels good to be cheer captain. I feel like I'm kind of a role model to my team. They always come to me for advice or when they need help, so it feels pretty good. My senior year has been going pretty good so far. It's kind of bittersweet that I'm going to be leaving my team, but I know I got to get up out of here, so it's okay.
As a team, we are sad to see them go, but we know that wherever they go, they will do amazing things.
The number 1 seeded varsity hockey team is heading into sectionals this Saturday against Evansville. The state tournament takes place in the South Bend, and the Warriors are facing off against the 8th seeded team. And finally, on Saturday, February 12th, sophomore Frankie Rodriguez, Betancourt, represented the BNI wrestling team at the semi-state competition at East Chicago Central. Although his season ended with a loss, Rodriguez, who wrestles in the 106-pound weight class, has been the only male semi-state contender at BNI since 2015. Here's Sarah Granado with more on the story.
Francisco has been the only wrestler to make semi-state since the year of 2020. As a sophomore, he has been working very hard to get to this point. He had a hard loss from semi-state, but has continued to work into next year's season.
My biggest strength is probably my speed and my preciseness when I do my moves, and weaknesses, I lack in strength when it comes to certain wrestling moves, so I'm not as powerful. I've gained a lot of new experiences, a lot of new partners, teammates, and friends. I think the most, though, would happen to be my move varieties. I have a lot more moves than when I started last year. My coach has been with me through almost everything that I had to go through this season, and there has been a lot. So he stuck with me through about everything, and his knowledge of the sport was greatly helpful during the season.
Okay, wait, not ready.
Although a season ended.
It's so funny. Wait, come back.
Baby check, baby 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby check, baby 1, 2, 3. Check, baby check, baby 1, 2. Check, baby check, baby 1.
It's called the hot shaker. The beach is like sweeter than candy. I'm feeling manly and your shaker's coming in handy. Slide on my clothes from New York down by your Virginia. Tickling you around Delaware before I enter. Substitute seduction from face hips to feet. A wiggle and a tickle can make the night complete. Since you got the body of the year, come and get the award. Here's a hint, it's like a long, sharp sword. Flip tails and let me see you shake it up like dice. The way you shake it up is turning mighty men to mice.